let's kick it off with Monday's Guardian. And surprise, surprise, Paul, Labour are banging on about fixing Brexit.
Here we go. Keir Starmer must tackle economic disaster of Brexit, warn Labour grandees. This is Peter Hain, by the way. Remember Peter Hain from 2019? Keir Starmer must urgently develop a series of practical policies to address the economic disaster of Brexit and prevent it from driving Scotland towards independence, a former Labour Europe minister has warned. So there are three key aspects to this story: Brexit, Scottish independence and the economy, all of which are very important, but very, very boring. And do you know what?
Boring to you, Paul.
Well,
to some of us, this is Scottish.
This is really, yes, well, you know, my fear of a Labour government, which I'm sure we're going to get, by the way, and it's probably about time for a change. My biggest fear is we're going to spend the next 5 years looking back. And the only thing we can do to move forward, I think, is get over Brexit, make the best of it, stay united, don't believe in independence for Scotland whatsoever, and try and grow the economy. Over to you, Kerry. What do you think, man?
I don't know whether we should take much from anything Starmer's saying at the moment. He's locked in. He wants to win the next election. Yep. He's going to do it. He's focused like a woman just on the edge of orgasm. There's no taking his mind off it at this point.
I've never seen that.
Well, neither have I. But I've heard these rumours, and anything she says right now, don't completely trust it. She might be calling you God, but you're not. He wants to win the next election, and it is quite interesting how focused he is. And one of his political heroes was Wilson, who wanted to join the EEC, but at the time was saying he was against it. He didn't want to follow the Tory line, and then as soon as he was in, he pushed for a referendum. And I think it's possible we'll see something fairly similar with Starmer right now, because he is saying everything that is necessary to become a leader. Right. Which I can understand. I fully understand what he's doing right now.
He seems to be saying everything that everybody wants to hear. So he's talked tough on immigration, totally. For example. He's talked tough on stopping cross-channel migrants. Also talked tough on the labour market and preventing people joining the labour market, which would suppress wages, which was the traditional sort of hard left view.
But then we're going to hear the traditional situation has changed once he gets in, and once that phrase is said.
I think this just shows. I mean, this is Peter Hain. This is someone who was a staunch Remainer. I voted Remain, as I've said on this programme before, but we do need to move forward with this. And I think the worrying thing...
I voted Remain, but if I'd have known it would wind up on... I would
vote to leave now.
Brexit in a second. All right, the economy's like, what, a couple of % down? Do you think that affects me? Really, it's like, that's like losing 3 hairs off your head. It doesn't affect you at all.
It's terrifying.
It's worth it to wind up all these moany Liberals.
And whilst Keir Starmer is going to have to put up with this, it's just going to be like, he's going to have to move to the centre, as Kerry says, and then he's going to have to go back and talk to the people like Peter Hain and say, I'll say all these things. This is what we've got to do now. My worry is it's just going to be looking back for 5 years. This went wrong because of the Tories, a bit like the Tories did when they took over from Labour 10 years ago, 12 years ago now. And we don't need that.
Yeah, and
there's so many excuses, isn't there, available right now. Sorry.
Yeah, well, Brexit is the sort of hard economic impact of Brexit is mainly over, and looking forward. Europe is now cutting us sweeter deals on things because they see that Brexit isn't such a threat. They were worried that other countries would want to leave, and they wanted to punish the UK for leaving. So they made it difficult for us. But now they're making it sweeter because it's better for everybody if we work together and have more open trade. And I can see the UK and Europe slowly, at least when it comes to trade, moving closer together.
Which it's always going to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the end, it's always going
to do. But Starmer's already said no to a Swiss-style arrangement and so on, which is quite interesting. So he's not offering any compromise right now.
Yeah.
And whatever does happen, I think the worst thing that can happen really is if we go back with nothing, with tail between our legs. The cowards, we failed.
Like when you're 8 years old and you run away from home.
Oh, it would be terrible, yeah.
And then get hungry.
And we will be slapped around by it for it.